everyone. I'm Bryce Duskett from inside the Nebraska Soybean Board Studio. Let's take a look at your midday markets. We've got soybeans higher, corn down a little bit. Here to discuss what's going on in the markets today is Jeff Peterson. He is the president of Heartland Farm Partners. Jeff, we look at the screen. As I mentioned, we've got beans up 9 at last check, corn just down about 1.5. Why the soybeans higher today?
It's been good to see here, Bryce. Earlier today, beans were higher, corn was lower, but what's been happening is the day's been progressing. Beans have continued to get a little stronger, so has corn. And if we just dig into everything that's going on with beans really, if we look at the May trade, came right up against the 200-day moving average, which had been giving us some resistance, and that would have been in and around the 1039.5 area. And so we're trading about 1045. So once we were able to break through that, I think we had some buying on the other side. I think what's really set this whole market up, though, has been some of the talk coming from Trump and the Trump administration as it relates to the Chinese trade. As we've seen talk about reducing tariffs, and basically, as I would sum it up here, what it looks like the administration's doing is giving China a little bit of an off-ramp to seem like they're going to be able to win to start the negotiation process. And we know that beans exports to China are very important. So I'd say that's what's really helped giving this bean market a little bit of boost today.
Okay, corn under just a little bit of pressure. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, as we dig into the corn, we got to kind of think about it. We got planting intention or planting progress reports out earlier this week, showed us at about 12% planted, which was slightly ahead of the pace. We had a few areas that did pick up that were a little dry, that did pick up some moisture. So that's going to improve and help the corn that's been planted to get some good emergence. In some of the areas earlier, there was a lot of talk that there might be some rain, heavy rains that would happen. We're now past those. And then what we've also are seeing in some of the areas that look like maybe we're going to get some heavier rains in the eastern corn belt and maybe over into Iowa that was going to slow up planting. I'd say the intensity's backed off on a little bit of that. So I think we've got some good planting progress going there. In addition, South American weather looks good. That crop continues to get bigger down there.
All right. Appreciate your thoughts here at the mid-session, Jeff. We'll be catching up with you a little bit later as part of the Channel Fun Bell. Want to invite everyone to join us there. If you haven't done so, you can find that podcast available at ruralradionetwork.com. I'm Bryce Duskett from inside the Nebraska Soybean Board Studio.